Last August, the Speaker of the House gave Chairman Ott and I one simple objective. The objective was this: do everything you can to study this issue with a goal and a priority to protect the ratepayer. Protect the ratepayer. It's a simple phrase. The House has acted. Look behind me right now. These are Republicans and these are Democrats that stand behind me. It's not a partisan issue. This is a South Carolina issue. And the folks behind me have acted and studied the issue, and I commend every single person behind me for what they've done in taking action to protect the ratepayer. What we did today was simple. Absolutely a simple idea, a simple concept. The Senate sent over some dates. They want to study the issue longer. We'll take their dates. Give us a rate decrease. That's what South Carolinians deserve. That's what ratepayers deserve. Listen, the problem I have is this. We've all heard and read the headlines of what's happened with SCANA. We've heard and seen what they've done when they've testified in front of us. They tell us they're going bankrupt. But then 2 weeks ago, they issued $87.5 million in dividends to shareholders. That's an absolute embarrassment. And the House is not standing for it. The House has acted. We have given the Senate two options, two paths. And I encourage them not to take up just one, take up both. We sent them over the Baseload Repeal Act review prospectively. We've sent over what we did today in terms of taking the nuclear premium to zero. Give the ratepayers relief. It's simple. The time to act is now. I'm proud to have served with Chairman Ott and the rest of the Utility Ratepayer Committee. I am proud of the South Carolina House for acting swiftly, and I hope the Senate watches and sees what we have done and takes immediate action. Chairman Ott.
Listen, I'll be brief. Here's the bottom line. Several years ago, many years ago, 2009, an agreement was struck. An agreement was struck that we would have utilities in the state of South Carolina that would build and provide nuclear reactors for our citizens that they could depend on. In return for that, our customers, our constituents, would allow themselves ultimately to be charged on the front end for those financing costs. We know where we are right now. Part of that deal was not delivered. Those nuclear reactors are not going to be built. So the bottom line is, if they're not going to be built, we don't believe that our constituents and the customers of those utilities should have to continue to pay. That is the bottom line. That is the direction that we have been moving in consistently since the beginning of this issue. We understand that the Senate is taking their time. That's okay. The bottom line is, we're saying while that time is taken, we simply want to do what is right by our constituents and take the burden of the 18% off of their bills. It's just simply not right. They aren't going to be provided with the reactors that they were paying for. They shouldn't have to continue paying. If a deal gets broke, both parties end up with the responsibility of it. And the problem with this situation is, right now, the customers are continuing to pay. And what are they paying for? They're not paying for reactors. They're paying for a company to continue to make profits and then send some of those profits back to their shareholders. That's simply not right, folks. We understand what the Senate has done. We support that. We simply ask that the Senate, in the meantime, support us in standing up for the ratepayers and removing that surcharge from their bills. Thank you.